In college I, 24F, was part of a small traveling choir, about 12 people. At least once per year we would end up in someone's hometown to perform for their childhood church. It was a religious college, and those were usually pretty fun as they would be overpass trips and we would get to stay with some pretty interesting host families. This trip started like the others. We got to the guy's hometown and met his family. We had a bonfire and weenie with all the host families and then left with them for the night from there. I'm with two other girls that I'm really close with. Both tend to be a little dramatic, but aren't we all at some point? Anyway, we are assigned to a single lady's home where we'll be staying in her two daughters' bedrooms. We get there, and as soon as we walk in it was like something heavy and oppressive was on our chests. It was hard to take a full breath, and we felt a little nauseous. At first I thought it was just a combination of being tired from a long day of traveling, and then inhaling a bunch of smoke at the bonfire, and didn't think much of it. I decided a shower would make me feel a little better. The lady shows us to the rooms we'll be staying the night in, and they are joined by a door that had been removed, so it was almost like staying in one room. We put our stuff down, and she goes down to the kitchen to do something, and I go to take a shower. This whole time I can hear the other two girls in the bedroom about 20 feet away talking. The moment I step into the bathroom, I feel like I'm being watched, and I have this feeling that if I were to peek out of the shower curtain someone would be standing there watching me. It was so strong. The feeling only grows, and I start to feel a little panicky and hurry up my shower. I get out and get dressed really quickly and hurry back to the bedroom where the other girls are and ask if one of them had been in the bathroom, even though I could hear them talking while I was in there. They said that they had been in the bedroom the entire time. I know though that there was something in the bathroom with me and I was intruding. We decide to look around the house since a host had given us permission to do so, and it was almost like something from Hoarders. There was just so much stuff. As we look around, the heaviness and oppression seem to grow, and we feel like we can't stay there that night. However, we decide to try and stick it out because we don't want to be rude. Another hour or two passes and we've resigned ourselves to staying in the bedroom together knowing we won't get any sleep that night. At that time, it had gone from heavy and oppressive to full-on almost primal fear as we became more and more certain that whatever was in this house didn't like us being there with it. We finally broke down and called our director to come get us because we could not be there any longer, and it took a while to convince her that we weren't making it up. She didn't believe the other two girls and asked to speak with me, and I told her that I had never felt so terrible and afraid or dark before and that if she didn't get us or send someone to get us, we would get a cab and hotel to get out of this house. That finally convinced her. The guy whose hometown it was came and picked us up around 11 PM, and once we left the house we could breathe easily again and we didn't feel heavy or oppressed anymore. As he was driving us to the house where all the other girls were staying, he told us that up until 20 to 30 years prior, that had been a funeral home. It had also had a fire in the attic that had never been repaired, just shut off. I'm not sure if anyone was killed or hurt in the fire, but you could see the scorch marks around the attic door. The fear and panic took a little longer to wear off, but we were able to sleep that night. It was a truly terrifying night.